Everybody, we're here in absolutely beautiful Hobart, Indiana for the Masters race put on by the Indy Club. And somebody who came to grace our presence and absolutely probably help us tune motors more than anything, everybody, Mr. Rod Geraughty. Rod, what brings you here? Are you? Is it just purely the boat racing friends? What's the main reason for being here for you?
The biggest reason is for the friends. It's just to be here. It's for the camaraderie. I haven't seen David for a long time. I haven't seen Zager. I haven't seen you. You know, I very seldom get more than about 50 feet away from my own bedroom, so just because of my age. No, I came down just to watch the whole thing, to see the going. And this is a big race, and it's a great race of the year to see a lot of people.
Yeah, agreed. Now, you're not going to be racing a boat, I guess, but you're going to be tuning motors and helping these guys set up their boats. I mean, being a master motor builder, tuner, and designer, actually, what's going to be your goal? Just to help these guys get their boats running better?
Mine is just to help model boating the best I can. I do very little racing anymore. The boats go way too fast, and I just don't have the passion that I had in the past. But yes, if anybody needs help, needs a question answered, I try and help. But most of the time I'm doing what I do best, right here, right now.
Tell us a little bit about the JAE boat and how that came to be.
Oh, that's kind of a funny story. Actually, yeah, David's sitting over there holding one right now. The JAE boat was that we just happened to... David and I started thinking about it one day that there just has to be a better way. It could be a fun way. And the reason we actually brought this into inception was that we knew that there's probably somewhere between 10 and 15 million cars across the world that had 12 motors in them that no longer run because you can't get parts for the cars, but the motors are still viable. And we thought, well, maybe there's some way that we can put something together cheap that a young man that has a 12 motor, he can go out and he can put this into a boat, run it at a decent speed and at a cheap price, and get involved in nitro boat racing. We all know that nitro boat racing has it's been suffering a bit, and now with the economy the way it is and travel costing what it costs, we know that if we get 10 people introduced, we might save 2 to stay in the sport for a while. That was the whole purpose behind it, was just to help model boating. Hence, no cost for the plans, just turn it loose, and we have something that's pretty viable and works pretty well.
I know it's pretty much exploded onto the scene. I mean, people talk about it all the time. People are excited about it. And I guess based on that, mission accomplished.
You know, there's some truth in that. In fact, it's amazing to us. When we turned the plans loose about, I was thinking maybe we'll send out 50, 60, 70 sets of plans, something like that. As close as I can figure now, it's been well over 1,000 sets have gone out. And plus, I don't know how many, since they didn't cost anything, people have downloaded them to other people. And actually, it's worldwide. One of the first boats that came onto the scene that was actually running at a good speed was a gentleman you've seen him in IW, is that Jerry, whatever his last, I can't pronounce his last name, from Finland. So, yeah, and there's actually a Yahoo group with a bunch of these boats are being built in France. So we know that the boat's being built everywhere. And now that the kit's been released, he sold out. In fact, before he even shipped the kits, the first production run of kits were gone.
Wow, well, the success of that and the way Rod promotes, it just was going to happen. It was just the way it had to happen. Rod puts a lot of effort into it, making sure everybody's having a lot of fun with RC boats. And Rod, it was a pleasure talking to you. Thanks for giving us this opportunity. And we're going to be here all weekend doing interviews, and we'll come on back and see how your event's going for you later.
That's fine. Thank you, Micah. You betcha.
Rod, thank you.
Bye-bye.